Hello, it's Vishal, award-winning author, international speaker, publisher, entrepreneur, six-time severe mental health conqueror. Beat it after 25 to 26 years at being at the depths of hell. And I'm doing this special event, and I have someone amazing that's here. She's had to go through some challenges. It's been tough, but she's been so willing to face those challenges, and her life is getting better and better and better. And she's accomplished something so amazing that so many people wish they could accomplish. Rebecca, please unmute yourself and say hello. Yes, there's the button. There you go.
Hi, everyone. So good to see you. I'm so happy to be here with all of you.
Amazing. Rebecca, tell us a little bit about your professional background. Just a
My
little bit.
professional background, I am in marketing and communications, and this past March, have published my first book. So now
Wow.
I am a published author.
Wow, that's amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. How did you come to meet me? What happened? How did you hear about me? How did we connect? Tell me more. What happened?
We probably connected a few years ago on a trip, is where I was introduced to you through a very, very good friend of mine. And through that, I had already a book in progress, but I wrote this book to help empower high conflict co parents and coming from reactive to being back in control of your communication and your environment and your power.
Okay, amazing. So, you met me at this at this location, and you were with a friend. She introduces you to me, and then, if I'm correct, you came to an event to learn about what I was teaching, and you love the material, and because you love the material, you decided to write your own book. Is that about right?
That is correct. I joined your amazing book publishing camp, and within 3 days, Vishal really pushed me to outline my materials. I literally locked myself in my room and dedicated all the time to getting this book out versus sitting on it, coming back to it, revisiting it. This course really, really motivated me to get out of my own way and proceed with my book, which is now published. And I've had all these amazing opportunities as well.
Amazing. We'll talk more about that. We'll get to that. You had this idea of writing a book, so you were working on a book, and then you heard me speak, and then you decided to change course with the book. So tell me two things here. What was the book that you were thinking about writing? How long was that in the making? And what was your reason for changing? Tell us a little bit about that.
So, my book initially started out as a children's book. I come from a co parenting dynamic, which is high conflict. So, my children's book talks about a firefly who's lost its glow because he's in two different environments. So I was just really passionate about illustrating a children's book, writing a children's book to simply read at my son's school and to help other children perhaps dealing with different environments. After meeting with you, you had really changed my viewpoint that I need to be writing a book to talk to more people like myself, single moms, anyone in a high co parenting dynamic. So that completely shifted my viewpoint to help others, empower others who are going through high conflict co parenting, a high conflict relationship, a high conflict situation, even with your coworker, which led me to outline a book on practical tools, how to communicate, setting healthy boundaries, so on and so forth.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Wow, I love that. What was the process like? You came to this event and you just started writing your book. How was the process of creating your book? When you were on the Wild Book Camp, what did you do to create the book? What was the process like for you? Just describe it in short. How was it helpful for you?
At first, I had really, because I had published a children's book, but writing a handbook or any sort of different book is very, very different. So when my viewpoint changed from producing the children's book to a handbook, you really and your team gave me the tools that were so structured that I had no other choice but to get it done. So it was very clear on the steps to take, starting out with the titles, then bullet points that helps you with your structure of the chapters. It also through your coaching, it allowed me to get out of my own way. I am my number one worst critic. I stand in my own way. I do it to myself. So really the push to get it done, make sure it aligned with, my messaging and what I was trying to produce with my children's book and how it can really help other people. So really pushing through that threshold of like it being an idea to an actual real, book that I talk about all the time now to help people.
Wow. Amazing. Really, really amazing. And from the start, from when you first decided to write your book with me, when you actually came to the event, to the moment that your book was published, what was the time frame?
It was probably within, I want to say it was within 6 to 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, congratulations. Congratulations. Wow. Amazing, amazing. And what's happened as a result of creating your book? What have you created because of your book?
So many incredible things have happened. Paths and opportunities have come up that I never even imagined. And getting speaking engagements. I'm telling people about, my book, my message. Everyone somehow it caused a chain effect on someone who either knows someone in high conflict or could benefit. They know somebody who knows somebody in high conflict. So it's really kind of spider webbed out. And I also had the amazing opportunity with a very close friend of mine to be an exclusive exhibitor at the LA Times Festival of Books, which is the largest book festival here in the country in the US, and connecting with people, right, sharing more of my story and getting those book sales have been incredible. Another goal of mine, which I'm tracking toward, I currently work in corporate, but my full time passion is to get out of corporate and be an author, be a speaker full time. And I'm tracking toward that path very nicely with opportunities I never even imagined. It's been incredible.
Wow. Amazing. Very, very powerful. Incredible. Let's say there's a new author, someone who's thinking about writing a book, someone who's started the process. What advice and words of wisdom would you give to them?
I encourage all of you to continue
Rebecca, your sound.
can relate. And it is so, so, so important that you.
Rebecca,
Mhm.
hold on, hold on. Your sound cut out, and I could see that quite a few people were missing what you were saying. So I want to suggest that you start that again because your sound completely cut in and out. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but it's okay. So if you can go again and just give your words of wisdom to a new author or someone who is considering writing a book, what would you say to them?
I encourage all of you to keep going, the to get out of your own way to do it, to follow Vishal's methods for getting the book done. He's literally giving you the tools to set you up for success and to continue pushing forward, getting out of your own way. Everyone needs to hear your message. All of you have very, very powerful and impactful stories to share that can help somebody. And just getting to the end point because there's so much amazingness and opportunities that happen when you're putting these tools and the teachings into practice.
Amazing.
All of
Wow. Wow. Incredible. Okay, what would you say is has been the biggest achievement for you writing your book? What would you say is the biggest wow moment?
The
in
biggest
connecting with
wow
people?
the biggest wow moment for me has truly been talking about my message, how it's helping other people, and again, like the ripple effect of somebody who knows somebody who could benefit from this information. So it's it's been an empowering journey for me to give back and to have people relate who are coming from high conflict dynamics. It's been incredible.
Amazing. And have you started making money with your book, whether it's directly from the book or because of the book?
With speaking engagements, with the book festivals, with opportunities that are not just monetary, but somebody who knows somebody, relationship building that only leverages my path forward and the mission I am on. It's been very life changing.
Fantastic. And I know you have something next to you, if I'm correct. You have a box or something nearby.
I do, and I am
Okay.
excited to share it.
You don't really have an actual idea of what it is, but maybe a slight idea, but most people don't. Please, oh, you've got it.
Got it.
Wow. Wow. Rebecca, you are now not just a published author, you are the award-winning author of your book.
Ah, so exciting. Thank you so much.
Wow.
It's
Amazing.
incredible.
Amazing. So I, Vishal, award-winning author, publisher, entrepreneur, highly recommend that if you have a high conflict situation, if you've got a difficult relationship, if you're in a marriage that's not working out, or you're in the midst of a marriage that's about to break down, any difficult or challenging relationship, go and speak to Rebecca, contact her, get her book, hire her for coaching, hire her for consulting, bring her into your company, hire her for a speaking engagement. She will help you. And I know that what she's sharing inside of her book will be valuable to you, especially if you apply it. So I recommend Rebecca reach out to her. She can help for sure. Now, I know what Rebecca is doing is she has some books that she's selling. And what she's doing is she's doing a special deal for you. I don't know what the special deal is, but for those of you who are interested, I want you to type in me in the chat section and you're going to have an opportunity to meet her in a private room, get the special deal for her book, and have a chance to connect with her. So if you're interested in getting the special deal from Rebecca, getting her book, and also connecting with her, type in me in the chat section, and we will organize that for you for the next 10 minutes once we confirm who wants to be in that group. And I'm telling you, what she is sharing, even if you're not in a high conflict situation, even if you're not in a bad relationship, even if you're not having struggles with your partner, I mean, I don't know anyone who isn't. You likely know someone that is dealing with a difficult relationship or got these situations going on with their relationship and the children, and how much is that damaging people? So, what she's put inside of the book, even if you consider it's not relevant for you, I can guarantee you have a friend, you have a family member, you have someone that you know that will benefit from her book. So, you can potentially get that book as a birthday gift, as a Christmas gift, any kind of present of any sort. So type in me in the chat section and we will get you in a private room with Rebecca, grab her book, and also create a potential collaboration with her. Amazing. Thank you. Okay, so there's lots of people saying me here, and Tamrin's going to set up a room so that you can be with them, Rebecca, and you'll have 10 minutes with them in the room. Okay?
Thanks, everyone.